Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in a losing battle with your own health? You count every calorie, you drag yourself to the gym, you try every single new diet that comes out, but nothing really sticks. Well, what if I told you the problem isn't your willpower? What if it's your entire strategy? Today, we're going to dive into a blueprint for natural health that's inspired by Japan, a country that, kind of quietly mastered the art of staying healthy without all the struggle.
Okay, let's just start with a number that explains so much frustration. A staggering 95% of conventional diets fail in the long run. 95%. So if you've been on that roller coaster of trying and failing, you are not alone. It's actually the norm. But it really doesn't have to be.
And I mean, just look at the difference here. The obesity rate in the United States is more than 10 times higher than in Japan. But here's the kicker. Japanese culture isn't about deprivation. They enjoy rice, they eat noodles, they even have snacks. So what's their secret? It's not some magic pill, it's just a fundamentally smarter, more natural way of living.
This quote, right here, this is the key to the whole philosophy. I want you to think of your body's natural urges, like hunger, as a really powerful river. Most diets, what do? They try to build a dam using willpower. But that pressure just builds and builds and builds until eventually it bursts. The Japanese approach? It's completely different. It's about gently carving a new, healthier channel for that river to flow through, effortlessly. So here it is. This is our 5-step blueprint for carving that new channel. We're going to debunk the whole willpower myth, we'll learn how to design our default environment, master the 80% rule, integrate everyday movement, and finally reset our taste buds. Let's kick things off with the biggest myth of all. First things first, we have to understand why the old way just doesn't work. When you drastically cut calories, your body pretty much goes into survival mode. It thinks it's starving, so it starts pumping out hunger hormones like ghrelin, making you feel absolutely ravenous. You're not weak for giving in. You're literally fighting millions of years of evolution. The main takeaway here is this. It's not a moral failing, it's a biological certainty when you use the wrong strategy. So if fighting our biology is a losing game, what's the winning move? Well, you change the game board itself. This is all about designing your environment, your kitchen, your office, your daily routine, so that the healthy choice becomes the easiest, most automatic choice you can make. And this brings us to a really simple but powerful psychological hack called unit bias. See, our brains are wired to want to finish what's in front of us. One plate, one bowl, one bag chips, you name it. So by simply using smaller plates, you serve yourself less, you finish it, and your brain gets that same satisfying feeling of completion. It's effortless portion control, it's brilliant. So here's how you put it into practice. It's so easy. Step 1, swap out those giant dinner plates for salad plates. Step 2, make the good stuff super easy to grab. Put a bowl of fruit right on the counter, pre-chop some veggies and put them at eye level in the fridge. And step 3, do the exact opposite for the junk food. Hide it away, put it on a high shelf, or better yet, just don't even bring it into the house. You're making gravity work for you, not against you. Okay. With our environment set up for success, the next principle is all about tuning back into our body's own wisdom. This one concept directly prevents the most common cause of waking, just plain old overeating. It's a practice called Hara Hachi Bu. It's a famous saying from Okinawa that reminds people to eat until they are just 80% full. Now, why does this work so well? Because there's a delay. It takes about 20 minutes for your stomach to send the, "Hey, I'm full" signal all the way up to your brain. So stopping at 80% gives that signal time to arrive, and by then, you realize you were perfectly satisfied all along. And here are some simple tactics that kind of force you to slow down. You could try eating with chopsticks, or even just using your non-dominant hand. It's surprisingly effective. Put your fork down between each bite. And maybe most importantly, turn off the screens. When you eat mindfully, you're actually giving your body a chance to speak, and you can finally hear what it's trying to tell you. Now let's talk about fitness. The Western mindset is often so all or nothing, right? Either you're crushing an hour-long workout at the gym or you feel like a total couch potato. But there is a much more sustainable and honestly more effective way. This chart right here is fascinating. In the US, more than 20% of people have a gym membership. In Japan, it's only around 3%, and yet they have one of the healthiest populations on the entire planet. What does that tell us? It tells us that for them, health isn't something you schedule for an hour. It's something that's woven into the very fabric of your day. And the secret lies in this concept called NEAT. It stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which I know is a fancy way of saying all the calories you burn just by living your life. You know, walking, standing, fidgeting, taking the stairs. This is the secret weapon for effortless fitness.
And you can increase your NEAT with these tiny, almost unnoticeable choices. Take the stairs, park at the far end of the parking lot, get up and walk around during a phone call. None of these things feel like a workout, but cumulatively, over a day, a week, a year, they burn a massive amount of calories. It all adds up.
Okay, and finally, let's tackle the boss battle, cravings. So many of us feel totally controlled by our desire for sugary, processed foods. But the truth is, your sense of taste is not fixed. It's a habit, and it's a habit you can absolutely retrain.
Now, it doesn't happen overnight, but it happens a lot faster than you'd think. Just start with one small change, like swapping a daily soda for green tea. Within about 2 months, your palate literally recalibrates. That super sweet dessert you used to love, it will start to taste almost sickly sweet. You're not depriving yourself, you are upgrading your sense of taste. So there you have it. It's not about fighting your body with brutal diets and exhausting workouts. It's about designing your environment, listening to your body's signals, moving naturally, and retraining your palate. It is a gentler, smarter, and way more sustainable path to health. So the real question isn't whether it works, but which one of these small habits are you going to start with today?